The busyness of June didn't stop as we approached the end of the month. I was still shooting photos for clients and spending long hours staring into the depths of my computer screen, chipping away at countless video projects. The most intensive project I had to handle was a promotional video of the region. A few local organizations partnered together and received funding to create an ad that will show different historical, cultural, and natural aspects to the area around the lake. So I spent most of the week with the group moving around to different parts of the greater Pogradec region in order to fully capture the wonder and beauty it has to offer. The city feels like it's in full swing, and that was emphasized by an event marking the beginning of the tourist season. A fleet of retro cars was driven into town and set up on display. And all different kinds of sport matches were organized, including a small 3-on-3 basketball tournament. And while my knees held up fine for the low-intensity basketball that we played, I could tell that they weren't fully healed. I have to keep doing rehabilitation exercises and hope that they're in okay shape for the 10K that's coming up in July. Oh, and we didn't win the tournament. But after playing 4 years of competitive basketball in the NCAA, I've lost some of my fire to win at all costs. At this point, most of the time I play basketball, it's to enjoy myself, have fun, and maybe help give tips and pointers to some of the younger guys I play with. Even if there's no option for me to play on a team, it doesn't mean that I can't help others get better at it. A few months ago, the national football team of Albania qualified for the European Championships for the first time in 8 years. So the entire country gathered in bars and restaurants to watch and cheer on their team. They didn't make it out of the group stage, but that didn't stop the Albanians from taking pride in their team scoring the fastest goal in European Championship history.
Të jemi 15-20 metra më përpara. Nuk është e lehtë me këtë ekip si Italia që ka të bëjë të presion për përpara, po duhet të tentojmë, se nuk kemi asnjë gjë tani.
And in the middle of everything going on, I took a trip to Tirana to meet a few people. It seems like most of the time when someone DMs me and wants to meet, they live in Tirana. So about once a month when I go to the city, I try to fit in as many meetings as I can. I took some long walks around the city, fully immersed in deep conversation. And the late afternoon turned to evening as we spoke about anything that came to our heads, ranging from how to use social media as a business to relationships with parents. Sometimes the language barrier here can make it difficult for me to have long, deep conversations. While I can speak some of the language, my vocabulary is limited, and many topics I can't discuss at all. So when I can have a heart-to-heart with someone, either new acquaintances or old friends, it really feeds my soul. And because I had a little extra time, I took a quick overnight trip to Vlore to meet another friend that lives there. We spent some time on the beach and walking around the city. It was the middle of the week though, and still June, so the city hadn't been overrun with tourists yet. I have mixed feelings about summer in Albania. On the one hand, I love the warm weather and swimming in the sea or the lake. It's as if the cold, slow winters are the price we pay for the enjoyment of long summer days. The days of relaxing in the sun until you sweat, and then taking a refreshing dip in the crystal waters of the lake. The negative for me, however, is the massive influx of people. I'm not a fan of big crowds or overpopulation, and generally in Pogradec, there aren't too many tourists. The population of the city definitely increases in the summer, but it doesn't have the same appeal to most people as the turquoise waters of the South Albanian coast. But in preparation for the people that will come to Pogradec to escape the oven-like temperatures of other parts of the country, businesses along the lake have put out beach chairs, packed so closely together in some places that you almost can't see the sand. I may not like it, but the arrival of summer always brings more tourists. And businesses around town want to create more content to use on their socials in order to attract anyone that is coming to visit. So I spent one evening up in the hills overlooking Pogradec at a restaurant, capturing their work. I think my favorite part of living in a town like this, whether it gets overloaded with people or not, is that at the end of a long, busy day, I can always find somewhere to unwind. The lake has countless beaches, and even if many of them are packed with sun loungers tighter than sardines, there are always some that have space to breathe. And when it's right near Sam's farm, full of fresh apricots, just waiting to be eaten straight from the tree, it's hard to beat. Let's see what happens.
This one is also stronger, and it's good for me with training.
Yeah.
Because mine just flies away. Because it's really light
Yeah, Esther, do you know what this flower is?
check out Toga channel. Little farm.
Of apricots. They're everywhere. Yeah. I did not know that apricots grew in such tight bunches. The color of those apricots in the sun. They're everywhere. This is insane. Thanks for sticking with me. I'll be back soon.